And we spend our lives looking for things we can't find. But not a single day goes by where you don't cross my mind.
Hey guys, and welcome to day 3 of UTOBER. For today's video, we are going to be making some freaking scrumptious Starbucks recipes right from home. I love making, you know, really yummy fall-related drinks around this time of year, and there's a few recipes that I already had myself, so all I did was search up a couple other ones and came up with 5 different Starbucks recipes. Well, one of them isn't necessarily a Starbucks drink. You could get it at Starbucks if you really wanted to. But there are also some options for those of you that don't like coffee. Also, if you guys aren't following me already, I'm going to leave my Twitter and my Instagram right here so you guys can go click away. I am doing Tweettober on my Twitter, where I post a photo every single day for the month of October, and a lot of those photos usually end up on my Instagram, as well as like some really cool fall fashion photos, so be sure to go check out my Instagram as well. And other than that, if you guys want to find out how to make 5 delicious fall drink recipes, then just keep watching. So the first drink I'm going to be showing you guys is a cinnamon dolce latte. What you're going to want to do is start out by making yourself a cup of coffee, but even better if you have espresso shots to make one of those as well. But if you don't, just go ahead and make yourself a medium cup of coffee on your Keurig or Tasmo, whatever it is that you own. You can even just use a kettle. So once your coffee is made, you're going to want to add your favorite creamer. I like to use vanilla almond milk, but you could use coconut milk or whatever you have. And then I'm adding some cinnamon in on top, as well as some vanilla extract to give it that, you know, vanilla-y flavor. Then I'm adding some brown sugar and some nutmeg to the mix as well. And there are like actual increments of this that you could use, but I just like to add it until it tastes the way that I like it. Mix it all up together, and then on top you can add some coconut milk. So what you're gonna want to do is take a can of whole fat coconut milk and put it in the fridge overnight, and it actually creates the consistency of whipped cream if you add some icing sugar and some vanilla extract to it. And then I just sprinkled some cinnamon on top, and there you have your own at-home cinnamon dolce latte, which is super easy to make. And I'm actually going to show a different cinnamon dolce syrup later on in the video as well. And for those of you guys that don't like coffee, just go ahead and make a giant cup of hot chocolate. But if you do like coffee, then I suggest making this as a mocha. All I did was make a very small cup of coffee and then add the hot chocolate mix into it. But like I said, you guys can just make a normal hot chocolate if you'd rather just have a salted caramel hot chocolate. And then the brand I'm using is Camino, which this is actually a vegan hot chocolate, super yummy. And then I'm adding some almond milk, some caramel extract, and some vanilla extract. And caramel extract is a good dupe for those of you guys that are vegan and can't use any caramel syrups. And then I'm going in with the hazelnuts syrup from Starbucks, which is actually relatively pretty cheap if you guys go and pick that up. And then I'm adding some sea salt, mixing that all together. And then again, I'm adding my coconut milk, whipped cream, and some sea salt on top. Super easy salted caramel mocha or salted caramel hot chocolate, and this is friggin' delicious. It was so good. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to make a pumpkin spice latte, because what would fall drinks be at home if we didn't do a PSL? So I'm going ahead and making myself a giant cup of coffee, or again, you can use espresso if you would rather do that as well. And then I'm going in with pumpkin pie filling. A lot of people will make this recipe with puree, but I find using the filling, it just adds all the sweetness without all of the ingredients, so it's so much easier. Then I'm adding my almond milk and some cinnamon, as well as some pumpkin pie spice, which I just picked up from Walmart. It was like $3, super cheap. And then sprinkling some cinnamon on top. You guys can go ahead with the whipped cream again, but I was actually drinking all these this day, so I didn't want to add whipped cream to every single one. And a really easy way to make a spin-off on this too is to add the caramel extract if you want to make a caramel pumpkin spice latte. Super easy and so good. And then the 5th and last recipe is the caramel apple spice, if you guys have ever had that before. So this is a really easy way to make some cinnamon dolce syrup at home, which you can use for the cinnamon dolce latte as well. So you're just going to want to boil some water with a ton of cinnamon sticks crushed up into the water. Bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. And it's going to create this like darker, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, just basically darker water. And then I'm adding about a cup of brown sugar, putting that back on the oven for a little bit just until the brown sugar melts, and then that's a super easy way to make cinnamon dolce syrup at home, which is what they actually use in the caramel apple spice. And then I'm going ahead and adding some apple cider. You guys could use apple juice for this too, but I prefer apple cider. And then adding my cinnamon dolce syrup, and you guys can put the rest of the syrup into a container in the fridge and let it cool, and then use that whenever you want for your coffees as well. And then yeah, once you've just warmed it up, again, you can add some whipped cream and some caramel drizzle on top, or just drink it as is, and it's super easy. coffee and the yummiest caramel apple spice ever at home. And you guys can save money on all of these drinks, making them at home. So yeah, that's all of the recipes that I had to show you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to let me know down below which recipe you guys are going to try out. Or if you guys have any fall drink recommendations, then be sure to leave that down below. I'm always down to try out something new. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of UTOBER. There are still, how many more videos? 28 more videos going live this month. So be sure to subscribe to keep on top of UTOBER if you haven't already. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye guys.
I was running, you were walking, you couldn't keep up, you were falling down. There's only one way.